What's up, guys? This is Soundwave Jordan here. We are back once again with another video regarding the Bumblebee movie. And that's right, guys, for those who do not know, Bumblebee, the official teaser trailer, was released last night, 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And I gotta say, a lot of people are having good thoughts about this movie so far, because it's much different from what we've seen in the other previous installments of the Transformers franchise. And you can easily tell that Michael Bay is no longer part of the franchise, and you have Travis Knight, who is director of Coraline and Kubo and the Two Strings, and you can easily tell that he's definitely behind the wheel of this movie, and I'm very happy about that. I'm really excited and I'm really stoked. From watching the trailer, I did a little reaction video. I was just genuinely happy that this is pretty much a fresh reboot for the Transformers franchise. As you guys already know, the Transformers franchise has been going downhill since the first movie, and the last night was pretty much the wake-up call for Paramount and Hasbro. Unfortunately, the whole entire previous franchise was eliminated. That has been canceled. Transformers 7 is no longer a thing, but they're doing a reboot with Transformers Bumblebee, and judging from the trailer, it looks truly magnificent. If you guys want to check out my reaction video, I will leave a link inside the description. That being said, we are going to be doing a breakdown video. As you guys already know, we always do breakdown videos once a Transformers trailer has been released, and we're going to be doing the same with Transformers Bumblebee. So let's get on with it right now, guys. Quick breakdown video. Let's get on with it. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions, and we're going to go on from here. So enough of me talking, let's do it right now. Let's go. Bumblebee official trailer. As you can clearly see right there, that was actually Bumblebee right here. That's his shadow. Can't really see much of him. They're just showing his outline and all of that, but this is Bumblebee right here. He is much smaller, as you guys probably already saw in the trailer, but I'm just letting you guys know right now that this is Bumblebee. And just judging from the soundtrack of this movie, you can tell it's going to be different. Also, if you guys notice right here, they played a very famous quote for the Transformers franchise. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. As you guys already know, he was in the first Transformers movie, the 07 movie, and he said the famous line since the first movie. Let me tell you something, son. The driver don't pick the car picks the driver. The mystical bond between man and machine, and just remembering that line brought back all the nostalgic feels, because when this movie released, when Transformers, the first Transformers film released, that was 11 years ago, guys. That was 11 years ago. I was 10 years old. So that's insane. That's freaking insane. Let's hear it right now.
Let me tell you something.
Here you see Charlie, Haley Steinfeld's character, just exploring the junkyard. As you guys already know, she's a bit of a grease monkey, so she's into vehicles and parts and all of that type of stuff. So she's checking out the junkyard, and as you clearly can see right here, she discovers Bumblebee's Beetle.
A driver don't pick the car.
And a little Easter egg right here. You see they have a little beehive under the wheel right here, a little bee, because Bumblebee. So just a little Easter egg they threw in there.
Car pick the driver. It's a mystical bond between man and machine. It's a mystical bond between man.
This is where Haley Steinfeld's character starts investigating this new vehicle she's gotten from the junkyard.
And machine.
That was Bumblebee's first sign of life. As you guys already know, he's lost his voice. Maybe they will explain it in this movie, maybe not, who knows. But they're just giving us another nod back to the original Transformers franchise, because he's talking through his radio once again. The second sign of Bumblebee being alive, you see his robot arm, I believe. I can't tell. I don't know what that is, actually. It's hard for me to tell. Let me see. I think that was just a piece of him just falling on the ground. I'm not so sure, but maybe you guys can elaborate on it for me. But as you guys can clearly see, that was the second sign of Bumblebee showing some form of life. So let's go. Continue on. And as you guys can clearly see right here, this is Bumblebee's face. Haley Steinfeld's character is showing it through the flashlight. We're going to be getting a better look right now. There we go. Just like that, Bumblebee is back and ready for action with a brand new story to tell us, and I'm pretty darn excited about it. This is when the trailer starts actually, ramping up and all of that, and we see our first transformation. And this transformation is one of the longer transformations, because I believe whenever the Transformers are trying to show themselves off, or just from a audience point of view, they want to show off the long transformation. But whenever they're in a crazy battle, it's a quick and fast transformation. So you guys can clearly see it right here, that this is one of the slower transformations, similar to what Optimus Prime did in the first movie when he first showed himself off to Sam Witwicky and Michaela. And this is our first look at Bumblebee, the 1980s Bumblebee. Now he is so small right now. Look at his size. He's extremely small, and you would actually think that he's like the size of freaking Mudflap or Skids from Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, but just look at him. He's just so small. His design, however, I'm liking it. You guys can easily tell that this is a mixture of G1 as well as the movie franchise, and I'm liking it because some people favor the other over the other, and just mixing it up into a nice blend, I believe it benefits both factions. So I'm really happy about that. Looking at his design, he looks pretty darn nice. The CGI, you can easily tell that it's still being worked on. As you guys already know, the Transformers franchise has been praised for having amazing CGI moments, and you can easily tell that this is not done yet. It's going to be worked on in the future, but right now I'm liking his design. This is Bumblebee right here. He's extremely short, and it's kind of crazy because he's so much smaller compared to his other forms, but that's clearly due to the fact that he's been aging throughout the franchise and all that. And that doesn't even matter anymore because, as Hasbro mentioned, the old franchise, which we all grew up with, it's done. It's gone, so it doesn't even matter. Let's continue on with the trailer. Look at his size, guys. He's so small. He's extremely small. He's actually able to fit into the garage, and he's not actually, like being careful, knocking things over. He's like a toddler-sized robot right now. It's actually kind of crazy.
Who are you?
Haley Steinfeld's character talking
Do you
to him.
speak? I won't hurt you.
And just like that,
What's your name?
just like that, you're easily able to tell that Travis Knight has left his magic touch on this franchise, this movie already. Because don't get me wrong, I love the previous Transformers movies and all that, but they never had a moment like this. Of course, there were some moments like that in the first film, but other than that, it just went downhill from here. And the fact that Travis Knight is putting so much heart into the film is making it amazing, absolutely astonishing, and I'm really happy about that. As you guys already know, the Transformers, it's pretty much about the humans and the robots connecting with each other and caring for each other, at least the Autobots and the humans. And of course, we've gotten some of that in the previous movies. However, it got a bit too much with the whole world-ending scenario and all of that, and it got a bit outrageous with some of the plots. However, Travis Knight, he wanted to approach it differently and have this be more of a smaller one-on-one film, with Bumblebee and Haley Steinfeld's character Charlie. So you guys can clearly see right here, there's that heart feel. You're easily able to see it right off the bat, especially with the soundtrack playing in the background, as well as the fact that Haley Steinfeld's character Charlie is walking up to Bumblebee saying, "I'm not gonna hurt you. What's your name? Bumblebee, blah blah blah." So let's take a look at it one more time.
Who are you? Do you speak? I won't hurt you.
Bumblebee saw her hand, seeing a sign of peace, I believe, showing a sign of peace.
What's your name?
So right here we have another forest battle. I do love Transformers forest fights. I believe Revenge of the Fallen, the forest fight, was the best fight scene that we've actually seen in the Transformers franchise, because that was insane. 3v1 with Optimus Prime. I hope they do something similar like that with Bumblebee. As you guys can clearly see, he is running away from something shooting him. I can't tell. Yep, he's being shot at. So if I can recall, if you guys remember, in the CinemaCon presentation, they were showing and telling us that Bumblebee was in the forest running away from some seeker jets or something like that. And as you guys can clearly see in this trailer, in a few moments we're actually going to be seeing a seeker, or a lot of people are calling him Starscream, transforming, and it's going to be so sick. So let's continue on. Let's see it right now. Oh, let me rewind it back. My apologies. See more scenes of Bumblebee and Haley Steinfeld's character Charlie being close to one another. They really care for each other, and it's pretty darn sweet, I can't lie. Here's another transformation, as you guys can clearly see, and as I was talking about earlier, this was one of the faster transformations. Instead of showing his body off, he just did a quick and swift transformation so he can get right back into action. So let's check it out one more time. Just like that. You can easily tell they're very close with one another, and it's pretty darn awesome, I can't lie. Here we see John Cena's character. This is Sector 7. As you guys already know, John Cena is starring in the film, and he is playing a Sector 7 character. Sector 7 has been a secret organization since the Transformers original movie, and has been around for a long time, pretty much back to the Wiki days and all of that. So the fact that we're actually seeing them again makes me pretty darn happy. I wonder what's going to be their role in the film. Perhaps they're going to be chasing down Bumblebee, or perhaps they're going to be doing a lot of investigating quests, try to figure out what's going on exactly. Who knows? But I'm glad to see that they're returning, and we actually see John Cena in action. This is another scene where Bumblebee comes down from the desert. This was actually described in the CinemaCon presentation once again, that he was fighting somebody and he happens to fly off, or just gets thrown off into the desert, as you guys can clearly see right here, which probably leads to this clip, because if you look now, he has his battle mask on. I can't really zoom in, so I'm going to make this a bit bigger. He has his battle mask on right there, so you're actually able to tell that he was in a fight before he got dropped off or flown off into the desert area. So let's continue on. Oh, my bad. Here we are. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is Starscream. Most people are saying this is Starscream, and this is pretty much Starscream. You don't even have to say the name. You can just look at the G1 references, the color scheme, everything along those lines. This is pretty much Starscream. And I actually have a picture to compare it with you guys. Look at this right now. Look at it. You guys can see the head. Let me actually zoom in for you guys real quick. I'm gonna turn this up to 720 so you guys can actually see the higher quality version of the image. You guys can actually see the head right here, the red eyes, obviously him being a Decepticon, the color scheme matching on both shoulders, and his transformation. He even has his G1 transformation, so I'm going to rewind it back a bit so you guys can actually see it. Just like that. And he looks so freaking awesome. I'm definitely loving how they're incorporating a lot of G1 designs within the movie universe, because it's the perfect blend, as I was mentioning earlier, and it looks so freaking awesome. But as you guys can clearly see right here, this has to be Starscream. If this isn't Starscream, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna throw a riot, but this is pretty much Starscream right here. You can easily tell. Any Transformer fan and G1 fan knows that this is Starscream right here. You can compare both images right here. They pretty much remade G1 Starscream into a live action universe, and that's so freaking awesome. The transformation is just like G1, the color scheme, the face, everything, including his weapons. You guys can clearly see on his his left arm, that his guns are coming out of his freaking arm, and it's amazing. So I love his transformation. It's so freaking awesome. It's smooth, and this makes me wonder, are we going to be seeing more Seekers inside this film? Remember, Barricade has also been confirmed for the movie, so we don't know what to expect in terms of Decepticons. But just know that Starscream, this has to be Starscream, and Barricade are in this movie so far, and as well as Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen. His voice is actually in the movie, so we're probably going to be seeing some form or shape of him inside the movie. Go back.
You got people out there who need you. This is why you're here, B.
So that's pretty much the Bumblebee trailer right here. For the last few scenes, the last few shots, we see Haley Steinfeld's character and you know, Bumblebee talking to each other, hugging each other, relying on each other, everything along those lines right here. And right here, just a quick little speculation that I have here. This looks like Haley Steinfeld's character is practically hurt or, you know, scratched up, and something's happening because, you know, she's saying you have people who need you. And this makes me wonder, one of my fellow subscribers, I forgot your name, my apologies, but he mentioned a nice theory mentioning that what if Haley Steinfeld character dies? Travis Knight, he's known for having some heartwarming endings or perhaps some sad endings. And what if Bumblebee the movie has a sad ending where Haley Steinfeld's character Charlie dies, which also leads to him being so protective over Sam in the 07 movies and all of that? What if? That's just a speculation. This isn't mine. This is one of my subscribers. I forgot his name, but you know who you are. My apologies for forgetting your name, man. My apologies. But this is just a minor speculation. It will be crazy. It will be extremely crazy if they actually pull that through. But hey, only time will tell. And here we are. We see his battle mask, the original battle mask right here. It looks pretty darn nice. It actually looks like a bee. And if you guys look at the visor, it has the octagons resembling a beehive. So I'm pretty happy about that as well. Here's him stopping a helicopter, slowing down, and here he is, full form. And now that looks like a Jeep actually.
This is why.
That actually looks like a Jeep. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that actually looks like a Jeep. I'm not talking about the Jeep to the side. I'm talking about what he transformed into. Yeah, guys, if you guys look at it right now, Bumblebee has two different vehicle forms in the movie. He has two different vehicle forms. As you guys can clearly see, this is his Volkswagen form right here. I'm going to rewind it just a tad bit so you guys can see his full form. You guys can clearly see it right here. He has a Volkswagen form right here. And at the ending of the trailer, he has a Jeep. I believe he transforms into a Jeep so he can be battle ready or something. Maybe he scans that Jeep to the right so he can actually prepare for a battle that's happening. Because if you guys can clearly see the setting right here, this is the forest. So I believe he's about to fight some Decepticons, and I believe he scanned that Jeep to the right, and he's now a Jeep. So he has two different vehicle forms in the movie, as you guys can clearly see. And that's the ending of the trailer right here. Here we get Rick Road in 2018.
Can help you say what you're feeling. Try this.
Just a little funny moment, but that's pretty much it for the breakdown, guys. This is Transformers Bumblebee. What do you guys think of the trailer? What do you guys think of the breakdown? Do you guys disagree or agree with what I'm saying? As well as, what did you guys find in the trailer that I might not have noticed? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to have a nice discussion with you guys. That being said, thank you guys for watching nonetheless. So I'll see you guys in the next Transformers Bumblebee video. I will leave all links inside the description, as well as my Twitter and the reaction video. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next Transformers Bumblebee video. I'm out to have a lovely, awesome, splendid day.